LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Buckeyes will put toe to leather to crank us up. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. These corners backing off a bit. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
And trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. With the catch, it's Brown. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wide receiver comes in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The corners are walked up tight. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's inside the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job of flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Coming out aggressively. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
First play of the period, first down here. See if they can get the edge on the jet sweep. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quarterback moving. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man to the left. And he'll take it in and house it.
receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3's coming soon.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. He's loose. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. To the ground. He's got it again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. Fights off the defender. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Give to the running back. Jukes his way for more. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. Running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Keeps looking downfield. On the run, deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
And the extra point is good. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Corner's going to give them room. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tate. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Offense changing the play. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Runs through a tackle. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Sayin. Bringing the heat. Makes the catch down the right side. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Buying some time as he moves left. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 30. Touchdown LSU! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. Shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll go to the toss. Finding open areas. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front.
And that is great 3rd down and short defense. You're thinking up the middle. You got to react to something wide. Great job seeing the toss, stretching it out, making sure they don't get downhill, making sure they don't get the 1st down.
Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Touch pass on the run. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Peoples. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
So 1st down will open up the final period. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Finds a man in the middle. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at it, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Dances away to buy time. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to score, you've got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Up-tempo for the offense. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the move, he fires. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Trying to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, what an awesome game. This is exactly, guys, when we were talking to coaches. They knew it would come down to the last minute. It would be competitive. And how about that? The offense coming through, tying this football game. We're an extra point away from tying this football game up. And now, 2-minute drill on the other side. Who can execute? Who can make a big play down this stretch? Maybe go down the field, get a field goal. We got a good finish coming.
Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. The give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. He's going for it all. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
They feed him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All right, no secrets with this offense. We're going to keep running the football. Let that clock tick. Keep 2 hands on the football. And then where does my kicker like to kick it the most? You see some people like it from the right hash or the left hash. Some people like it in the middle. Run the clock. Get my kicker in the position he wants to be in. Try to kick the field goal with the least amount of time as possible.
Off play action. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They kick it away on 4th down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. After the misfire now on 2nd down. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Oh, they're after him. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense putting points on the board. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right. doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
The top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Adams. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Might be calling a hot route. Toss sweep to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Fouls through the defense. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What did you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down. .49-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Paula. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the counter.
He lost one down the sideline. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Makes the catch. It's Horton. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Might be changing the route. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Simpson. Buys a little time with his feet. Throws toward the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat. Looking for more room.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Still looking, on the move. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the ground with the back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Lots of running room. It's a seam wide open. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the stripes shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Skips away from pressure. Unloads to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game.
Looking for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Now adjusting. Throws into the middle of the field. Makes the grab down the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. To the air on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Caught over the middle. It's Cuevas. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Sets up the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Alabama quickly back to the line. Wants to throw on third down. Looking to scramble. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quick strike complete. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. These corners going to give them some space. Looking deep down the right side. intercepted deep in his own end. Takes it the other way. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers. And nobody's been able to hold that Tiger as LSU builds its lead over Alabama.
And listen, both these teams knew coming into this one that the more physical team was going to get it done, David, and that's been the Tigers, right? On both sides of the ball. They have been dominating in this game.
And putting up points, too. When LSU gets their offense going, they are so hard to beat. Rivalry game, regular game, whatever it is, this offense is cooking.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. With the catch, it's Williams. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw at Simpson. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Alabama pushing the tempo.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Going up top again. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Cuevas. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. On to attempt the try. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The DBs will back off a bit. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire...
Turning on the Jets. There he goes. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Pulls it in. It's Durham. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. This ball is picked off in the end zone, but no, he's out of bounds. The quarterback very fortunate to get away with that throw. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Makes the grab down the left side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Looking to buy time. Makes the grab. It's Horton. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Rushes on him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Yeah, made the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to...
Fires one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here at the end of the game.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you got to have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. The 10. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
LSU 34, Alabama 9.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now rolling to the left. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Unloads it left. Holds it in. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Release to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense
A shot toward the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.